a good move.
The next day I was in the hospital.
That's it, though.
My heart stopped beating.
It's one of those dangerous.
And I went to my wife, and I was dying. I was covered in sweat. I was screaming. I don't want to go into the grotesque details of what was going on. I said to her, darling, either drive me to the emergency room or call your church and have them. They're Christian Scientists. They have a faith healing ministry. So she calls her practitioner. The guy does a prayer. Heart attack stops. Okay? No pain. One moment I was dying. Next moment he said a prayer. It stopped. Now I said, is that a coincidence? Because if it is, I really want more coincidences like that in my life. But it didn't look like a coincidence to me, because the way the Christian Scientists operate is their practitioners their practitioners are required to actually heal people in order to get paid. Okay. And they say they can do it. They claim that they can do things like this. And the guy who says he can do this actually did it. So how skeptical do I have to be to say, well, that was a coincidence? Well, so I said, you're taking me to the hospital anyway. I want to find out what happened to me, because I thought it might have been pleurisy. I thought it might be something else.
Yep.
I go to the hospital. The doctor says, hey, you should be dead. I said, what? Do you always start conversations this way? I didn't actually say that part. He said, you have 5 blocked arteries. You should be dead. I said, I always thought the heart had 4 arteries. Are you kidding me? He said, no, we're going to have to do major surgery. We're going to have to cut you open and turn your heart around and put it back in. You take veins out of your arms and legs and stick them in your heart. I said, okay. So I sit there and I said, okay, I'm going to pray again. I don't want anyone to know that I'm doing this. Well, the Holy Spirit did this to me. Now, I can't describe this to anyone who has never had this happen to him before. There's no words in my atheist worldview to describe what then happened.